What, guys? Dab it into the house, blockchain Brew. What's going on, guys? Happy Sunday. We're going to cover the market close, the weekly close today, daily close today. We're going to see what the future holds for Bitcoin this week. It's going to be a fun, good week. We're going to maybe dabble in a little bit of Sunday slow style news. Sorry, one of my screens are cockeyed. And we're going to talk about, whatever we want to talk about, I guess. Please smash that like button, the golden thumb, preferably not down, but up. That's right, but up. I just threw that sucker like a mile away. Totally messed myself up. And also, we have the subscribe bell. Ring that bell so we can get the subscribes going, because YouTube has this algorithm. It's magical. It makes everything go further in the future, but it doesn't really work unless you ask. So we have to ask for you guys so we can get this information out to new people. Rumble, on the other hand, you go over there and follow us. It's a lot simpler, and they just like us on there, so we don't have to ask. It just boosts our algorithm just to be on there. So, yay, why not, guys? Why not help support your favorite crypto channel? Before we jump into the candles, we got 15 minutes till the weekly close. We're going to take a look at everything. Wow. Everything's green on a Sunday. We love it. Sweet. And SPX up 3.5%. Sweet chart looks better than the SPX, I think. Blair, let's go. XRP, Las Vegas. John, how you doing, man? How you doing, brother? Just on the road driving and listening. That's right, dog. I'm going to be on the road here tomorrow. Tomorrow. I don't know how many hours you spend on the road, but I do have about 10 to 12 on regularly is my day outlooks. Be safe out there, John. Bless your travels. Keep you safe. In the name of Jesus, we ask for nothing but blessings over you, sir. Thank you for showing up and supporting us. Bitcoin up 7.1%. Down 21% for the week, but yay, we did have a kind of a nasty week, okay? Zcash, 6.5% for the week. Seems like the privacy coins are pumping too, because Monero, I don't know who the frick is Monero at. Monero is pumping too. I was looking at like 8%. Amen, brother. Amen. Lord God is great, man. Great day at church. It was fun. We live out in Seattle, so we had that. Our church service was about, the Sunday Seattle Antifa riot. That was great. That was absolutely phenomenal. Loading up the charts. Here we go. We got Bitcoin on the 12-minute. The 12-minute has bearish divergence, so maybe we get a cool off because it's been pumping the last couple hours. Let's see, here it goes. Also, we have a Doji candle for possible downtrend. Next, our candle closes in 10 minutes, so we're pretty much pumped up unless something dramatic happens. It's a good sign. 24-minute. 24-minute, it is kind of unclear. Let me remove that line. You don't have bearish divergence on 24-minute, but it's getting close to wanting to show a curve down to the downside. But we'll see if that ends up happening. The 1 hour, we are looking good. We're looking good. Doors are still open on the 1 hour. The 4 hour, the VWAP is strong to the upside. Strong to the upside. String coming up. RSI is coming up. The blue oscillator waves, momentum waves are also coming up. I would say we're about 18 difference in number-wise being bullish on the blue oscillator waves on the bottom, which is a good signal for us on market cipher. It even suggests that we won't get trigger wave back down to the downside. We're going to jump over the 12 hour. 12 hour, we have a green dot. I'm saying right now, this is going to close in 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Oh yeah, I guess I'm right. I'm a little ahead of myself. 9 minutes. Okay, this is going to close. If that green dot closes on the 12 hour, I think we're going to have a good next couple of days. That's what I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking. The daily, I think we close right now. I'm making that green dot. That's going to be bullish too for the daily. That might give us another couple run up, and which will also show that these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red candles we had down to the downside would be a fake out, which would be also bullish for us. What's up, Shadow Trade King? Support activated. Yo, thank you so much, dog. Thank you so much. I always tease Rumble, YouTube because of the algorithm. You know, you always have to like and subscribe, and you always have to ask to try to get yourself boosted. And I always take the shot out of them, like, well, Rumble, we don't have to ask for that because we're already boosted. They already have a good favorable algorithm, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. 3-day. 3-day wants to be bearish on this, but I think we might be able to pull that around over the next 12, the daily and the 12-hour bullish. Weekly still has open doors, and the monthly, it was like a little bit of good news, bad news on the monthly. Okay, we actually lost the green dot 3 hours before the monthly candle closed yesterday, but it came back, so that's a good sign for us. If we could keep this green dot on the monthly and close it, that would be a extraordinary, I'm gonna say extremely extraordinary bullish signal for us. That means we'll be pumping for all summer long. That's what we all want, right? All summer long. And today for the Brew crew, I brought it 503 Huckleberry Lemonade. Man, it's hot as crap out here out in Seattle area. I think we're running about 80 degrees, 85 degrees, humid. ASMR pop right there. The sucker runs about, it's a vodka Huckleberry Lemonade, and it runs at 11%. Oh man, 11%. I'm not gonna lie, I did have like maybe 1.5 before the show. So not the Huckleberry Lemonades. I had Twisted Teas. What's up, Juan? What the hell happened to XRP? What do you mean, man? Nothing looks like it's happening on XRP. Nothing's happening unless I missed something. I know they're having XRP Las Vegas right now. You're just pulling my leg, dog. You always come in with some sort of sneaky news, though. I never see coming. White Rock's up 36% today, though. That RWA taking Mantra out, and White Rock getting that paper submitted is huge for them. They've been taking Mantra's place. Let me see here. Is this bearish divergence? Oop. I'll stretch it out like that on XRP. You have a little bit of bearish divergence coming on XRP. On the 12-minute. We had that on the Bitcoin too, though. Just on the 12-minute, we have the bearish divergence. It's not on the 24. Which probably means we'll get like some sort of fake out down to less than a penny drop because we're on this lower time frames before it decides to want to move back up. The 1 hour, we have a green dot. Look at that, man. You're telling me, we got a green dot back there, but I think this is going to play out, man. In Vegas, if you look, blue oscillator waves having the momentum, the strength shooting up to the upside, saying we're oversold. VWAP is heavily over the zero line. This green dot, the VWAP was actually coming down. This VWAP, we're actually still continuing in our momentum direction. Actually, we reversed down here. It was like, nah, we're going to keep our momentum going. What we got going on over here in the 4 hour on XRP? It's just bullishness, man. With strength coming up. What's up, Jason Becker? What's crack-a-lacking, man? Hey, that $1.88, man. Safe, bro. Safe. There was a couple of scary moments, right? 207 the other day, like we thought Bitcoin was going to go down, whether we were thinking that if our $2 mark would be able to hold. It looked like it did, man. A short-term drop, I think we're going to drop less than a penny on the 24-minute, but on the 4 hour, that's what I'm investigating right now. The 1 hour, bro, I think we're going upside. We have a green dot, which compared to this green dot, we also had the momentum wave on the VWAP coming down. And this is still open doors. Look how far the blue lines are separated. It's 42 to 32. And the bullish light blue is still significantly up. So I'm thinking upwards action. And the VWAP's sideways to maybe more up compared to over here was coming down. That's just super bullish. The 4 hour, the VWAP is bullish, bro. Is bullish on the 4 hour. I ain't going to lie, man. The VWAP's coming up, strength coming up, saying we're oversold. We got XRP Las Vegas going on. The 12 hour, we have a green dot, which may or may not play out just because the VWAP is kind of iffy right here. So we might get a quick splash down. We'll see how it goes. But it looks like the 1 4 hour we're bullish on. You ain't slept for the past 3 days. Oh, man. You have too much in the market, man. Jason Casper says trade with 1 to 3% portfolio, dude. That keeps the bite off you. But I get it, though, bro. I trade with less than that, and I hate losing, man. Hate losing. The daily, the VWAP's coming back up on the daily. The blue momentum waves, they haven't flipped bullish and we're below 60, which means there could be some sideways action. 3-day, 2-day, the VWAP is pretty heavily coming down, which is a negative sign. But we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. Hopefully we could turn it. If we could turn bullish on the shorter time frames and flip this into a trigger wave down here, which we won't know for another day or two, that would be very good for us. Very, very, very good. We'll have to take a look at Ethereum. The 8-day, kind of a little bit of a negativeness. Same with the weekly, with the trigger wave to the downside. But that being said, this goes off the previous averages, so that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to drop. You know what I mean? Because we're at 223 on the on the average, so it could drop and still stay the same price. Like if we just trade sideways, this will come down. It doesn't necessarily mean that the XRP price will have to drop because we're using Heiken and Shi candles. It's based off the average. So we're at 217, and Heiken and Shi has us at 224. 2 week, monthly. How much do we have? We got 2 minutes left with Bitcoin. We got to flip over to the Bitcoin chart real fast. We'll see what Ethereum's doing. That'll probably give us a larger projection on everything that's going on. You guys want to watch the monthly close on the 1 minute, or you want to watch it close on the monthly? Yeah, it was a paint in the corner situation, dude. I get it, man. I've been there more than once, dude. I've been there more than once, man. I think I lost 75 grand on ECTA, which is an RWA play. And I didn't put 75 grand into it initially. I put 4 grand and went up to 75. And I was like, I should make money on this. Didn't end up happening. Okay, we got 1 minute left. So was that it? Oh, that wasn't it. Was that it? No. Weekly candle. Weekly candle. We got 30 seconds left, okay? 30 seconds left. Let's see how this paints us, guys. This paints us. We all know that we're actually at, 104 right now, 105. So we should come down actually slightly because the average is 107 right now. All right, 10, 9, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. We'll evaluate the data. What's the data telling us? Come on. Get time on. Come on, weekly. Print. We want to see the data. Get the new data. Fresh data. Mechanical close. Come on, man. Any second now. Any second. Go. And now. And now. Dang it, TradingView. Why are you going so slow? Ah, there we go. All right. So it came down slightly, okay? So we're looking at the waves. Now, the difference between, I think, what we have going for us is that the blue oscillator wave, the light blue, it's not cutting into the dark blue, which is a bearish sign. It's kind of going with it, okay? It's trading sideways with it, which I think is actually more of a bullish signal that we have going on for... Yeah, it's been rough, man. I feel it, bro. I think it's this blue oscillator wave is actually positive for us because when this happens and we trade sideways and it doesn't actually cut into it, we can get quite a large momentum wave carrying us to the upside. I'm trying to figure out. It happened early this week. I was watching it. I was like, I think it actually happened today. I'll show you. I think it happened earlier today. Because I was like, I wonder if we're going to get bearish. But we didn't end up getting bearish. So I think we're over here. If you look real closely right here, we come up in the blue oscillator waves. It almost wants to cut over on this line right here. This line right here. But it doesn't. We keep continuing up. And now we kind of trade sideways, right? With a very gentle drop to the downside. And then we instantly, when we get a little fake out, we get a continuation. And you can see right here, it wants to cut back in, but we continue up, continuing up. And we have a very nice gentle right now, which means this is a 24-minute, that we can still have that continuation going up for us. The way the pattern, the fractal pattern has not broken yet. So the same thing with the one that was not as gentle, but I'm thinking we should be pretty good. The VWAP's coming back down. We might trade a little sideways for like the next hour to the 4 hour. The momentum's still going. Look, you see the blue oscillator wave. It's just barely in the VWAP. This probably marks the bottom of the red wave, and we'll have more continuation up. Especially the VWAP at 16. That's a pretty solid number right there. That's awesome, guys. Let's go, man. I'm feeling hyped. And another thing too that we talked about Bitcoin, it was like I just mentioned this previously. It's like a good, bad thing. I prefer it not to have happened this way, but it doesn't mean I'm bearish at all. We got another green dot on the monthly candle. The problem is that we had that last month, a day and a half ago, and like 3 hours before that candle closed, the green dot disappeared, and we regained it after we closed. But now I'm like, dang it didn't confirm. Now we gotta wait a whole nother month to try to get the green dot to confirm. If it confirms on the monthly, then we're gonna have good times ahead, guys. Good times ahead. So that's kind of what we're waiting for right now. We had a little 3 candle fake out. Now let's get the game on, man. Get those green candles pumping on the monthly. Get the euphoric, man. I'm ready, dude. I want to cash out and have a great time this week or this year, man. Great bear market. That's what we hope for, right? What we got going on Ethereum? Okay, we go to the monthly candle. Didn't get the green dot for the trigger wave. It's so close. We're 2.5 dots off on the monthly. The weekly, it says we're still playing out the green dot. The VWAP still above the 0 line. The weekly makes me a little nervous because it's a gentler over the hills like pattern. I'm a little nervous about that because I don't want to see us trade a red dot on the weekly. 5-day. 5-day, we're slightly in the red, but not too terribly bad. Hopefully we don't create a red dot though. If we do, we get a fake out. We're coming back down to we could come back down to 2200, 2300 range, I believe, for Ethereum. Hopefully we get a fake out and then nothing serious. The VWAP is coming down below on the 3-day on ETH. Very gently. Very gently, because we're still in the oversold territory. It's probably a fake out coming. Especially how smooth this blue oscillator momentum wave is. Very gentle. We had a very gentle one over here, though. I think the one we currently are having is even more gentler. Oof, I remember that when ETH hit 1,300. Frick. That was bear market prices 4 years ago. The 2 days says we're still coming down. 2 days says we're going to get the fake out. 1 day says we can get the fake out. 12 hour is getting bullish. 12 hour on ETH is getting bullish. Okay. 6 hour is getting bullish. 4 hour is saying sideways bullish action. We can take that. I like that. 1 hour we get a green dot. Hopefully we can get pumping. Alright. Where's XRP at? Pro news was good this week. I like that, man. We needed that. XRP and HBAR. You can look at them, playing them back and forth. Look at the charts. XRP, I would say, is more bullish than Hedera right now. Which I'm a huge Hedera guy. I think we're gonna be fine on that. 1 hour says we have continuation to the upside. 4 hour was a good close for us too. VWAP still staying bullish. Six hour. It doesn't necessarily make dots, but I wonder if this is Jesus take through a shoulder, head, and shoulder. It's kind of unconfirmed, but kind of looks like it. How far is the 50 from the 21? Not bad. We're getting into the range where we can start flipping bullish again. Let's go. 12 hour. 12 hour just looks like it wants to be a fake out. What's the XRP's actual price right now? 217. 217. Well, the VWAP is still moving up, so we're still gaining momentum. But keep an eye on it on the 12 hour. The daily, we have double green dots, which is a good sign. We like that. And the VWAP coming up. We're at the zero line, just barely above it. But if we can continue our momentum above the zero line, this daily is going to look delicious for us. It'll be delicious. Okay. If you guys have any coins to look at, let me know. We'll come back to charting in just a minute. We're going to go over to the news. Head over to the news. And if any of you guys want to jump on the stage with me and chit chat, just let me know. Send me your email in the chat and I'll email you. Or you can find my email in the description or on X or on Rumble. Here's what happened today. Oh, you guys know what I realized I have to put up our affiliates. If you guys are looking to trade, check out BitBuy because they are legends in the trading space. Oh, my hand is so bright over by them. Oh, I'm lifting them up. Hey, guys, check out BitBuy. Coin M, you can trade and get paid, and whatever you trade in, you make a trade on XRP, you either lose XRP or you gain XRP. That's kind of nice. You don't have to trade in Tether. Kayla and Brown, guys, right over here in the upper right-hand corner. Kayla and Brown are solid team brokerage in this space. They got your backs. If you need advice, you don't know what the heck you're looking at, they'll lead you in the right direction. They say, hey, maybe check out this area. Fantastic. The fees are 3.5% buy and sell. But the good news is about that is when you buy things on Coinbase versus like crypto.com and versus compared to Kayla and Brown, you on average pay 10% on trading fees, and you get a higher price on Coinbase and crypto.com. Kayla Brown, you just get that quick 3.5 when you buy and sell, and they keep their fees low. They do a lot of OTC, and that's how they operate. So the 3.5% helps keep them on back 1-to-1 on the custodians, and that is great news for them because you never have to worry about them going under. All right. Crypto news today. Check out the affiliates in the link. Here's what happened in crypto today, which probably won't even cover. CoinTeleTrade seems to be missing some of the things that happened the day of, but whatever. All right, Ton blockchain back online following brief network outage. Wow, that's pretty sad because I don't think a lot of people are using Ton, and they got really popular when it went up to $7 because they were coming out with Telegram games. Back in the comments so I can see if anybody talks to us. Today in crypto, the Ton blockchain experienced brief downtime. French authorities have charged 25 individuals over a series of crypto-related kidnappings and attempted abductions, and a strategy co-founder Michael Saylor puts his hand up to feature on the Joe Rogan Experience. Wait. What? Is this a rumor though? Abduction strategy co-founder Michael Saylor puts his hand up to feature on the Joe Rogan Experience. So that would be huge, guys. That would be huge for crypto. Ton blockchain back online, brief network outage. The open network Ton is back online following a brief outage on June 1st. That was attributed to an error master chain dispatch queue. That's interesting. It happens on a weekend. Representatives for the Layer 1 blockchain network announced the issue at 12:51 UTC, but resolved this issue roughly 40 minutes after it was discovered, quickly restoring the network services. Ton maintainers and developers confirmed a Telegram post. 40 minutes outage? That's kind of a long outage, though, if you're in a pinch. A quick fix was released, and updating only a few master chain validators was sufficient to resume blockchain production. The incident was related to an error for processing master chain dispute queue. The incident reflects that, hey, guys, Trent's not here, but I'm going to say it for you. ADA has never had a downtime. Okay, so hey, Cardano fam, let's get a whoop, Trentinator. French authorities have charged 25. All right, next generation blockchain, significant network traffic of high throughput, the next generation blockchains. All right, block restored, blah 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 blah. I'm sure this is what it's talking about. Next article, France charges 25 what? Charges 25 over crypto. Or can we say just 25 people over crypto kidnapping spree in Paris? Why do you have to just leave at 25? French authorities have charged 25 individuals, including 6 minors, over a series of kidnappings and attempted abductions linked to the country's cryptocurrency sector. There was a kidnapping that happened the other day in New York. That guy was Italian, though, I guess. The group, aged between 16 and 23, faces charges connected to multiple plots targeting prominent crypto figures and their families. Le Monde reported, citing an announcement from the Paris Public Prosecutor's Office on May 31st. Pierre, the report 18 suspects are now in pre-trial detentions. Well, what happened to the other 7? 3 have requested a deferred hearing and 4 remain under jurisdictional supervision. This investigation centers on a failure May 13th abduction in Paris. 11 arrondissement. The targets were the daughters of the grandson Pierre Niozat, the CEO of French crypto exchange Paymimium. Authorities say this was not the first attempt. Oh, they've tried this before. A similar failed plot was staged this previous day. Days later, police also foiled another operation near Nantes. Okay, well, don't go online bragging about your crypto if you're a famous CEO, son, or daughter. That just seems bad. And secondly, if you have an attempted kidnapping, maybe you should add another plot to yourself so you don't get kidnapped. That just makes sense to me. Michael Saylor shoots his shot for the Rogan spot. Let's talk Bitcoin. Let's go. Let's get on Joe Rogan, man, that helped out the elections. That sure as shit will help out Bitcoin, right? Can you get me? Strategy co-founder. He's a co-founder? I thought he was the founder. Has publicly expressed interest in discussing Bitcoin on the world's most listened to podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience. Hey, Joe Rogan, let's talk about Bitcoin, Saylor said in a May 31st X post in response to Joe Rogan fan account asking, who's one guest you'd love to see Joe Rogan interview that he hasn't done yet? Saylor's post prompted a speculation within the Bitcoin community. Popular Bitcoiner, the Bitcoin therapist, said, the interview will shatter the internet. I agree. I think that would be crazy. Either that or be like Elon Musk on Saturday Night Live, and that's it. That's the ball run, guys. Crypto analyst Cook. C-O-K-O-O-K. Is that Cook or Kook? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Let's just say Kook. Told their 164,200 X followers that Saylor is going to Bitcoin kill Joe Rogan. Meanwhile, crypto commentator Brandon McDougall said, for the first time ever, I'll be watching Joe Rogan's podcast if Saylor is there. Hell to the yeah. Guys, that would be wild if we can get Joe Rogan on there. Huge. I would love to see that. Come on, guys. You guys would love to see it too. Let's freaking go. Where the frick am I? I totally just clicked on something else and messed myself all up. I got lost. I'm sorry. I apologize. Traders shift to short-term tactics in response to tariffs. Web3 CEO. I don't know if you can have a short-term response because of flip-flop, flip-flop, flip-flop. Last week really messed everybody up, and people now are expecting it. I don't think tariffs have as huge of an impact as they once did. I think ending them when that happens, that will be huge. I am speculating July. I think July we'll get our rate cuts and we'll get the China deal the same month. That is my speculation. And I think that will set off the parabolic phase in the market. And I think all the alts will run from, let's say, July, August, September, October. I think that will be it. But we'll see. It kind of depends when that happens. Traders are maximizing short-term profit strategies as the long-term economic outlook becomes increasingly unclear. Arash Yasovalian said, guys, if you like it, me trying to pronounce these names, please smash that like button. Traders are increasingly pivoting to the quick short-term profit-taking strategies in response to U.S. President Donald Trump's trade shifts, rather than letting positions run, according to Harish Yasovalian, CEO founder of the BitTensive-based Toshi AI enhanced trading platform. In an interview with Cointelegraph, the CEO said the tariffs have created headline-driven volatility across the financial markets that can shift sentiment, often oscillating between extremes a single day. This has made markets far more difficult to trade, Yasovalian added. Trading behavior has essentially changed to be more intraday. When you have profit, just take it when you can get it. So behavior is essentially cutting confidence on further upside or downside if you're taking positions in the long term or longing or shorting. And, CryptoFace also said that. He's like, this is a roach market. He's like, we're roaching. We take it and we run. And when you get in the money, you just get out. This is the kind of behavior we have witnessed. And we have shifted to this strategy internally, as well the CEO told Cointelegraph. I don't think we need to read any more into that, guys. I don't think we need to read any more into that. But I will lead into... What's up, Calvin? Joe Rogan reminds me of the FTX debacle between... Oh, by the way, wonder how Caroline is doing. Never mind. Ha, 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 ha. Did you see that Netflix is doing a TV show off the FTX debacle? And they have two actors going to play Caroline... freaking whatever Elliot, whatever her name is, and Sam Bankman-Fried. That would be great, guys. That would be freaking wild. I would love to watch that. I watched all the other ones too. They had on there. All right. All right. Let's take a quick peek at. Oh, that was not the one I wanted. There has to be an easier way to add this stuff to stage. Stuff that drives me nuts. Oh yeah, man, it was all over X. I didn't fact check it, but it looked legit. It had the casting on it and everything. Actually, I might be able to find it for you real fast. Hey, let me load up my X. I usually have it loaded up. There's so much stuff I load up, I forgot it. Come on, X.com. Blockchain Brew. Man, keep an eye on that white, man. That white could be huge, dude. That's doubled this week. White Rock. RWA play. Not financial advice, but I would definitely keep an eye on it. I didn't buy it because I thought it was too late, but it started pumping again. All right. Girl power. We are live on X, guys. You can watch us on here too. There we are. Here's our filing for the Crow ETF. Let's go. White Crow pump and everything dumped. That's the reason. News. Here's a lot of the live. What? I follow Chris. Why does it say we don't follow Chris? Oh, I'm going to click that anyways. James Nguyen. Well, we're going to follow him too while we're here. I don't know who this person is. Golf influencer. That's who that is. Don't know who it is. If you guys know who this is, let me know and I'll follow her if she's somebody of interest for us. Here it is, Calvin. Altcoin Daily. Just in, Netflix series about Sam Bankman-Fried and Caroline Ellison is coming. It will star Julia Garner and Anthony Boyle to play the characters. And I do have a little bit pet peeve about this. Like, I'll open up the picture for you guys to see it more clearly. I'm like, look at her eyes. She's all eyelids. This lady doesn't have eyelids. Like, they're all rolled in the back of whatever that back of your eye is called. She has all eyelids, kind of like they kind of pop out of her head. I'm like, you could have probably cast a better character for her. Also, she has like the short hair. You know, if she grew it out long, or like, you know, down to shoulder height, maybe boob height, and had it dyed brown and curly, that might not be that bad. This guy, dude, he looks like Josh Peck and Drake Bell combined. I don't think he looks like anything like Sam Bankman-Fried, but maybe this is just a bad picture of Sam. I don't know. I feel like you need somebody else, man. You need somebody else. That's my own option. I mean, do you guys see any similarities to these two? I don't, dude. This guy's funny ears, bro. Look at his ears. They edgy, very inwards. I guess this person's ears and these person's ears, Caroline's, they look kind of similar. This person looks like she knows how to dress. This person does not look like she knows how to dress. Well, I guess she knows how to get down with Sam, though. Whoop, whoop. What did I just say? I didn't say that. That didn't come out of me. I wonder if I can find that White Rock paper, guys. I try to remember where I saw it. I was trying to find it before, and it just wasn't being easy to find. Those white teenagers. Oh my gosh. We're hiring up to $350,000 base salary or equity. What are you looking for? A freaking CEO? Come on, man. They probably have it in one of these longer interviews. They're claiming that they got partnership with Visa. White Rock now integrates Visa B2B connected. Institutional summits that use 5 days now happening in under an hour. 5 days now happening in under an hour. The chart changes everything in tokenized assets. Read all about a Visa integration. Interesting. I don't know, man. This could be a hidden gem. It's not even that hidden anymore. It has over $1 billion market cap, like WTH. I don't know. I can't seem to find that paper. I sent it to Trent. I'll see. I'll find it on my phone and show you guys. I could just load it up on an email too. That'd be significantly easier. All right, Trentonator, where you at, dog? Is this it? This guy posted it. I wonder if this guy posted it on X. I found him. Maybe I can find it through there. AMONYX. This guy posted it. Where are you at, dog? We're gonna follow him because why not? He's the XRP guy, so there we go. XRP Army sticks together. FTX will refund $5 billion of cash today. That's just waiting to get pumped in the markets. That is true. FTX, I don't know anything about that one. Don't know anything about that article. That's not it. Here it is. Found it, guys. Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, White Rock, oil tokenization, White Networks, and XRP ledger technology. So White Rock is working with XRP to tokenize oil in Saudi Arabia. I mean, that's pretty big, guys. That's pretty wild. I don't know how they found White Rock at such a small market cap, but it has been pumping since that news. This came out May 29th. Okay. Well, let's look up crypto bubbles. What was that? Is that the same paper? Are they both the same? White Rock? Yeah. Must have reset it twice. Okay. May 29th. We're going to close that out. We're going to open up bubbles. Crypto bubbles. We go white. We're going to go to the weekly. May 29th. So literally, we were at 308, and now we're at 202 at a $1.3 billion market cap. It's moved up 76 places in the last week. It is a top 100 project now, ranked 64. So we have 64 projects worth $1 billion. Did I remember at the bottom of the bear market? I felt like there was there was nothing in the bear that had $1 billion market cap anymore. Everything was like hundreds of millions, and that was it. Wild, man. Bump, chicka bump, bump, chicka bump, chicka bump, chicka bump, bump, chicka bump, bump. This music is feeding my soul. So there you go, guys. Keep an eye on that. We got Undo up 1.8%, down 12% for the week. Maybe a good time to buy. My average buy price is 89 cents, so I can actually lower if I buy that. SPS 6900, it's over $1.02. Doubled for the month, guys. So it's 47 cents. There we go. 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 Oh, there was Monero. I met one of the not CEOs. I won't say board member. I'll say executive. I met one of the executives from Monero in the airport, and he said, keep an eye on this token, guys. And he has not been wrong since then. That was January 9th. Right around there. No, I think it was January 23rd. He told me January 23rd that he thinks Monero is going to be a good one to buy. You bought that when he said that, you'd be up a 30%. 30%. Okay? So keep an eye on Monero. The gaming community, man, has not been strong. I think they will do better, but it just hasn't been good. I'm not going to lie. Hey, it was up 3.5%. Do we think ALM can come back with a $300 million market cap? Do we believe that it can become a DAO and come back? You guys let me know. I'm not the biggest aerodrome finance guy. I just don't really believe in it because you don't need the token to operate on the network. Yeah, like Crow, you need the token. So I think Crow's pretty going to be doing great things. Now, aerodrome, I don't really think that it can't. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. But why do you need this token? If someone could tell me why you need this token to use their network, then let me know. This token really hasn't moved at all. I remember when it crashed back then, when the whole thing happened. It's funny, it has $350 million still in it. Eight, 6%. I gotta go look at Gala, man. Or Daniel. Daniel, I'm looking at Gala for you, man. It's probably gonna do everything like the rest of the market, but more amped up, dude. I like Akash. I think it's a leader in rendering power. Where are you at, Gala? Gala game. All right. 24-minute. Hey, okay, look, we're trending up. Don't bet against the trend, right? The fractal's going up pattern still. I think we got that going for it. We do have a CME gap at 16 something or other. The VWAP's below the zero line, the 24-minute. Check out the hour. I don't think we're done pumping on the hour. I could be wrong. But how this VWAP's slowly coming down, we might make a little sploosh underneath and bounce back up. The 4 hour, we still have momentum carrying us into the upside, which actually supports the thesis of a splash like that on the 1 hour. And the 21 is really far away from the 50, like really far. But we might trade sideways. If the VWAP comes down and we trade sideways, make a trigger wave, that could be bad. But currently, I don't think we're going down on the 4 hour. Minimum, we will be trading sideways to going up, which is a good thing. 6 hour, we're continuing going up. Strength slightly curving up, oversold. Blue momentum waves are bullish. That's a good sign. 12 hour. We have double gray dots confirmed, but the VWAP is not super great, but everything else seems okay. The daily could flip. The VWAP is coming up. We're at this zero, just below the zero line at -3. Strength is kind of plateauy. Now it wants to go up. 3-day says we could have more downwards action with an X. Oh, that like ruined my whole thesis. But it's not confirmed yet. You know, we can stay bullish the day. Maybe the 3-day we can get rid of that X. Yes, also over here we had an X and a blood diamond did confirm, and then we had the bullish, something bullish happened with Bitcoin, and we continued up. What did the 5 days say? 5 days a trigger wave to the downside. Trigger wave to the downside with the VWAP having open doors to the downside too. Not great. Weekly, you got a red dot. Not uber great either. But the VWAP kind of looks like it wants to trade sideways. I don't know, guys. I don't know. The good news is we just got that red dot, so it's not confirmed. We have plenty of time to play around. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys don't have anything to say, it is Sunday special. We do the daily close. I will be ending the live here shortly, unless you guys have anything else to say. We really appreciate you guys stopping in, supporting the channel, checking us out. Nothing but lots of love and appreciations for you guys coming on Low Liquidity Sunday. And if not, then I'll see you tomorrow at 7:30 Pacific Northwestern time. I appreciate you guys showing up. I still haven't seen any comments. So here we are. T-Square is dabbing out. Dabbing. Whoa. We bumped the R's too. Let's go. Weekly close.